This video explains how to pass column names and indices to a user-defined ggplot2 function in the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. In this video I will show you an example, and for this example we first need to create an example data frame, as you can see in lines 2 to 4 of the code. So if you run these lines of code, you can see at the top right of RStudio that a new data set is appearing, which is called data. And if you click on this data frame, a new window is opened which is showing the structure of our data frame. And as you can see, our data frame contains 5 rows and 3 columns, whereby the first column is called X and the second and third columns are called Y1 and Y2. Now let's assume that we want to draw these data in a ggplot2 plot. Then we also need to import the ggplot2 package, as you can see in lines 6 and 7 of the code. I have installed the package already, so for that reason I'm just going to load it with line 7 of the code. And after running this line of code, we are able to use the functions of the ggplot2 package, such as ggplot and gonPoint. However, in this case, I want to create a user-defined function which uses the ggplot2 package to create certain graphics. And I can do that, as you can see, in lines 9 to 13 of the code. And within my user-defined function, I'm specifying that I need to insert a data frame as input for the function. And I specify that I want to insert the index of the X column and the index of the Y column. So if you run lines 9 to 13 of the code, you can see that a new user-defined function is appearing at the top right, which is called myggpfun. And now in the next step, as you can see in line 15 of the code, I can apply this function. So in this case, I'm applying my function to our data frame that we have created in the beginning of the tutorial. And then I'm specifying the name of the X column and the name of the Y column that I want to use. So in this case, I want to draw the values in the column X and in the column Y1. So if you run line 15 of the code, a new plot is appearing at the bottom right, which contains the values in the columns X and Y1. Now in this example, I have explained how to specify column names within our user-defined function. However, it's also possible to specify index positions of the columns that we want to use, as you can see in line 17 of the code. So once again, I'm using our data frame as input data frame. However, this time I'm specifying the index position of the X column. So in this case, this column is stored at the first position of our data frame. And then I want to use the third column, which is in this case the column Y2. So if you run line 17 of the code, you can see that another plot is appearing at the bottom right. And this plot shows the values in the columns X and Y2. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you can find it there. If you have liked this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.